be a teacher.
I always wanted to be on Broadway when I grew up.
Growing up was to actually complete college, which in about a week I will. So I've actually completed my dream growing up. So thank you.
Growing up, I always wanted to be a princess.
Growing up was to be a baker.
My dream growing up was to be a teacher, but now I hate kids, so that's not happening.
Movie star, obviously.
Teacher was an archaeologist, but really all I ever played was teaching, and my dream came true.
My dream growing up was to become president of the United States.
I'm thinking about doing biomedical research.
When I'm older, I'm pretty much there, so every day is a gift. I guess I want to read a lot, walk a lot, and be happy.
I grow up, I want to be a lawyer.
When I grow up is to be a marriage counselor.
I either want to be a lawyer or I want to be a child psychiatrist. I want to work in DCF or I'll be a social worker. I want to help children in America.
When I get older, I want to become a forensic scientist and work in a crime lab.
I want to be a plastic surgeon.
I want to be a forensic scientist with a concentration in ballistics.
When I'm older, I hope to continue working with children and continue having an impact on other people's lives.
My goal is to be a social worker so I can work with kids.
Education is the key, really. It is the key to so many things beyond success. It's just critical to a happy life, I think.
Education to me is all about power.
Education was always something I put first. It was always there for me. When I didn't have anyone, I used to always go to school and get A's and B's, always bring it back home, and I would always love to learn. Like I still do. I love education, and I think it should be first on everyone's list.
So education to me is something that is valued in today's society so much, and I believe that's a woman's right to get an education, and it's unbelievable what a woman can do with an education. It's unbelievable what anybody can do with an education, and that's why I want to be an educator.
Education is very, very important to me. I think that a quality education can help you go many, many places. That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody goes to college, but I think taking advantage of any and all educational opportunities, whether it's at school or out in the real world, can help you go and reach your dreams no matter what you want to do.
Education gives me the opportunity to make something of myself and make my family proud.
The rights of a woman should be the exact same as the rights of a man.
So hopefully the goal would be to strive for a society that focuses less on the gender of the citizen and more on the individual. However, there continues to be a need for legislation to ensure the equal treatment of women, and there may always need to be some sort of bias because of gender-specific issues like childbirth. It's a complex issue that needs strong people to move the conversation forward.
My rights are to have everything that a man has. That's my right. In my own mind, that's what every woman should have. There should be no gender inequality.
My perspective is simple. That we shouldn't even be having to have that discussion. I feel like any rights that exist for a person in general should be completely gender blind.
To me is equality. Equality in the workplace, equality in education. Women should have the same rights as men. We shouldn't be singled out or we're not inferior, we're equal to them. And that's what women's right means to me, equality.
I believe that my right as a woman is to be an equal, and I think that's really important in society, to be an equal to both genders. I honestly, truly believe that being an equal is a right in society to any individual.
Who lives in the United States, I feel so fortunate to have the rights that I do. I have the right to work, I have the right to be married, I have the right to be a parent, I have the right to own property, I have the right to have ownership over my own body and to decisions that are made about my body. I have the right to be autonomous, to vote. I have the right to really live my life.
It's impacted the decisions I make in life by making me feel like as long as I try my best, there's nothing more that anybody can ask of me.
My biological family has no impact on my decisions whatsoever.
It's always told me that I could do anything I set my mind on or anything that I wanted to. If I wanted to be the President of the United States, they would support me.
And I've always kept my family in my mind as I've made decisions about my life. I lost my father when I was very young, and that's always impacted me a lot, not knowing exactly what he wanted for my life. And so I've always looked to the rest of my family to help me make decisions, knowing that their opinions and what I do affects them, and I want to know that they're proud of me and that I've worked hard and taken everything that they've given to me and turned it into something new and use all the things I've learned from them to impact others' lives.
It's the most important thing in my life, and they are my biggest support system, so their opinion always matters, but ultimately I will do what's best for me.
When I make a life decision, I think about how it impacts my daughter's idea of what a strong, independent woman role model should be.